Hello friends and welcome to the weekly moon update. In these videos we talk about the moon energy for the current week. In this video's case we are talking about August 4th through August 10th. We have another big high energy week this week. Last week was a lot of energy as well, and this week is just continuing with that big bright energy, big bright spiritual energy that we've got going on this week. We have a full moon in Aquarius happening on Saturday. So this whole week is kind of like leading up. It's like this big crescendo for a big bright last full moon of the summer week. Let's jump into it. Okay, so like I said earlier, our full moon is happening on Saturday. So that means the entirety of the week is a waxing gibbous moon. We had our first quarter moon last week, which is when the moon is 50% lit. And now the moon is just increasing with energy and light. A gibbous means more than half full. So we're just making our way all the way through this week to this big bright full moon on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we have our waning gibbous where the shadow kind of starts to creep in on the right side there. So again, lots of energy, lots of light. And speaking of light, we're starting off our week on Monday with Sagittarius, a fire sign. So, Leo season is the sun season. It's all about that fiery energy. Even after, since we had Lammas last week, this is when you really start to notice that the sun's energy is decreasing. So this is kind of like the last hurrah of sun energy, sun season of summer before we make our way into fall next month. So Sagittarius season is at the end of the year. It's the end of November, beginning of December. So it's kind of this in-between mutable liminal space of we're saying goodbye to 1 year, getting ready for the next. It's this getting excited for the next year, getting excited for the next adventure, getting excited for the next lesson, which, as we discussed last week, we're having a lot of lessons happening right now with retrograde-apalooza. We've got 5 planets retrograde at this time, so we really are relearning and re-evaluating things at this time when we have all these retrogrades. And Sagittarius helps us, which can be difficult. And so Sagittarius helps us find that light and spark and inspiration, that thing that's just going to lead us to the next thing. So it's something to get excited about, and it's a nice energy to kind of start off this week. I usually like to start off the week with an earth sign to help us get organized and productive and get those to-do lists going. But Sagittarius is really nice too, because it just gets you inspired and excited for the week, or excited for the weekend, excited for that full moon that we're having on Saturday. So we'll be in Sagittarius energy all day Monday, and part of Tuesday around lunchtime is when the moon's going to shift into Capricorn, and Capricorn's going to kind of slow us down a little bit and bring us back to reality, where Sagittarius is kind of like dreaming of what are these next things that we're going to learn or do. And Capricorn is like, okay, if we're going to do these things, then we got to do Capricorn kind of delegates what needs to be done and when it needs to be done and how long it's going to take and when we're going to get there. It sets the goal, it sets the date. So it's kind of, I don't know. I like the energy of this week. Sagittarius is like kicking us off with excitement, and Capricorn is like going to help us be productive with it at the beginning, at the middle of the week. And actually the time in Capricorn feels a little short because it'll move in to Capricorn. The moon will move into Capricorn at 1:04 p.m. So we'll be in that energy all day Tuesday, but then and for part of Wednesday too, but then we're going to have this transition, these really long transitions that have us not in a sign for a very long time, or as long as we normally are. So Capricorn energy, Tuesday afternoon to Wednesday afternoon. Then the moon's going to start to transition Wednesday, and it's a long transition again. So Wednesday at 1:39 p.m. it's going to start shifting, and it won't move into Aquarius until 9:18 p.m. on Thursday. So Wednesday and Thursday is going to have that in between, kind of a little bit of Capricorn, a little bit of Aquarius energy, which honestly is kind of a nice mix together because, I don't know, you got that grounded stability of Capricorn and then that like wisdom of Aquarius. So I don't know, it's a really good combination to be like in between. But a lot of times with Void of Course, I find that like it's having one of those days where like everything you would try to do just like doesn't work out for some reason, or like your plans get canceled. It just has this energy of like, I felt really busy today, but I don't think I got anything done, which is actually really kind of frustrating for Capricorn, to be honest. So I don't know, when the middle of this week might be a little weird. We might kind of start to check out because like we've got this big bright full moon on Saturday. We might check out a little bit early this week and just kind of dive into the weekend. Maybe if you can take a day, take Friday off so that you have a long weekend or something. That just the energy of this week feels kind of like excited to get to the party, excited to get to like whatever's happening on the weekend. So Aquarius energy again is going to be Thursday at 9:18 p.m. So and all day Friday as well. So I don't know if you are somebody that has a like 9 to 5 Monday through Friday kind of thing, the Aquarius on a Friday kind of I feel like it helps you come up with new ideas for how you want to start the next week and kind of like plan for the next week, but then you're not actually like accomplishing anything on Friday. But that's okay because full moons are really a time of celebration. It's the midpoint. It's the illumination point where we're like, okay, we made it through those first 2 weeks of darkness where the moon was like dark and then increasing with light. And now we're here and now we can see. Now we have the ideas. Now we have the light that we need. Now we have the energy that we need. What do we need? And because this is the last full moon of the summer, it does kind of have this celebratory kind of aspect to it. I don't know what's been going on with the moon lately. It's so strange. So we have another one of those. This happened last month too, of where like it's almost a Pisces full moon, where the moon is 100% full at 3:54 a.m. and then it starts to transition right at that same minute. So we almost had almost had a Pisces full moon, but it doesn't officially move into Pisces until 2:50 a.m. Sunday morning. So it's like a 22-hour void of course time. So because we're hanging out in Aquarius for so long, I would probably do your full moon, Aquarius full moon stuff either Thursday or Friday night, because Saturday the moon's going to be in that liminal, wishy-washy kind of Aquarius, kind of Pisces energy. So Aquarius time of year is the end of January, beginning of February. So we've already dipped our feet into the new year, and we've kind of had a month or so or a couple weeks to figure out, to try things out, to try things differently. And Aquarius helps us come up with those ideas of trying things differently. So you've set your goals at the beginning of the year. You've set your intentions. Aquarius helps us come up with new ways, new and inventive ways of doing these things. So an Aquarius full moon is really highlighting something unique and innovative and magical and weird, the strange and unusual. I love an Aquarius full moon. I was born on an Aquarius full moon, and I just really love this energy. Yeah, so in the Just a Phase planner, we are flying our freak flag. We're flying it proudly. How show the world how weird you are. Show the world how different you are. Show the world how new and inventive and creative, and how, like, share it with the world. Like, Aquarius rules the 11th house of the zodiac, which is the house of community. So this is about like sharing your ideas, sharing who you are with the world. And so in the Just a Phase moon planner, we are making a flag that represents all the different aspects of yourself, all the things that make you unique and make you an individual and who you are. So using your favorite colors, using your favorite symbols or shapes, or you could collage on this, you could color on this, you could write words on this. It's just really about creating something that like reflects your individuality. So then after that long transition of like a 22-hour transition, the sun or the moon will move into Pisces on Sunday. And then we'll be starting off Monday with Pisces, which you all probably know because I've said it 5,000 times. I don't like starting a week on a Monday on a Pisces moon, but I'll take a gibbous Pisces moon on a Monday. That might be okay. A darker Pisces moon might be a little bit too emotional to start off the week, but I guess we're just gonna have to take a gibbous Pisces moon for next week. So really big energy moving up to this big full moon. Having it at the end of the week is just like, we're gonna feel that pull. I always feel like it's this like string that's like pulling us forward. When we have a full moon at the end of the week, it just feels like we're being led or herded or guided to this big explosion, fireworks, pinnacle. So yeah, lots of energy this week. We also have on August 8th the Lionsgate peak. So the Lionsgate portal started at the end of July, and it will go until, I don't know, maybe like the 15th or 18th or something of August. And it's just when the Earth is coming into alignment with the star Sirius. So the star Sirius is considered our spiritual sun. So this window is an opportunity to download wisdom from the universe, opening your crown chakra, opening your soul star chakra to upgrades, downloads, whatever you want to call it, wisdom, spiritual information. And the 8th is when it's like directly in alignment. So we will be directly in alignment with the star Sirius on August 8th. So this is the Lionsgate. This is a day to meditate, to stargaze, to sit outside, soak up the sun, soak up the spiritual sun, to starbathe. Starbathe and stargaze. And it's going to be it's really close to the full moon too, so it's going to be a very illuminated sky. So we are pulling a card from the Lyran Oracle, which I know is not, I should have a Syrian Oracle, but I do not. So we're doing Lyran energy, and we have the greater plan, acceptance, letting go, and divine perfection. I like this little dude. He'd be fun to have as a spirit guide, I feel like. So our Lyran story is deep, ancient, and long, transversing beyond the confines of human linear time into moments where time was once at a literal standstill. Interesting. The Lyran White Lion Collective is indeed an ancient breed from the greater galactic timeline perspective, placed here to share our plethora of learned experiences with other fellow intergalactic beings such as yourselves. Through our witnessing of much transformation, we have developed a unique perspective that we feel can highly benefit your collective species, just as your experiences benefit us. One of the major core lessons from our society is that whatever life presents, there is always a much deeper wisdom transpiring beyond the surface level. Just as beyond your skin rests a universe of cells and aliveness that is constantly in regeneration, so too does your life have much greater meaning. To access this deeper field, it is imperative that the star seeds enter into a state of non-judgmental awareness that facilitates for the dots of the greater story to connect and reveal wisdom. This occurs when the shadow mind stops reacting and surrenders to truth. You, dear one, are in this process of surrender, and this card comes as a gentle reminder to accept the ebbs and flows of whatever is playing out to gain the most from it. When you drop resistance to particular situations or events, your soul awareness opens up for you to understand the perfection of this moment. Know that you are in a transitory universe and life is carrying you somewhere beyond this present moment. Now is an ideal moment to go easy on yourself, express self-compassion, and trust you are in full alignment with the greater plan. This card indicates to surrender, let go, and allow the higher intelligence to guide your life path. All is well. This is a card of acceptance, letting go, cease judgment, inner wisdom, inner mastery, and divine perfection. Oh, there's an exercise on here. So on a sheet of paper, begin to write some of the lowest moments of your life. Go deep into your memory, and after you have completed the list, journal how each individual event led to some sort of blessing in disguise. Attempt to write as many situations where night led to day, and begin to train your conscious awareness on how all life events are interconnected. All is well. That's a really good exercise and kind of continues what I was saying in last week's video of like just focusing on the positive and being grateful for what you have. And when I was talking about Chiron retrograde and how the lessons that Chiron teaches us are those really difficult, really uncomfortable and painful lessons. But after we've gone through them, when we look back on them, we recognize like, I wouldn't have what I have today without having gone through those really hard times. So as we are in this retrograde of Palooza, I feel like this card is reminding us that like, yes, things are uncomfortable. Yes, things are difficult, but these are the things that will lead us to the things that we want, to the happiness, to the goodness, to that the things that we have been searching for the purpose that we are trying to find, for the meaning that we're trying to find. And man, it's hard and it sucks, but I for sure need the reminder that it's not going to be forever. This difficult time is not going to be forever, and we will eventually get to the other side of it. So we just got to keep trudging on and to trust and surrender and to let go. Stop trying to control everything. I like to control everything. So what a beautiful message from the Lyrans. Thank you, Lyrans. So we've got the number one chakra card in this deck, Unlimited Prosperity. Everybody say it with me. Money is energy, and we hold a precious choice whether to prevent or encourage its flow. Are your channels for giving and receiving open wide enough? Do you allow the vibration of prosperity to radiate both from you and towards you, Reflect on your resources and how you can use them to create more abundance for both yourself and those around you. Remember also to give back with an open heart for all that is coming your way. Give thanks before you receive. So this is a solar plexus chakra card, perfect for this spiritual sun week. And the crystal they recommend is yellow fluorite and the herb is basil. Oh, interesting. Yellow fluorite is the crystal on this card. And then rainbow fluorite is the crystal for today. Or rainbow fluorite is what's pictured. I guess we're just talking about fluorite in general. So fluorite is a crystal of soul path wisdom. It reveals your life purpose and helps with soul pathing, the process of creating a path for your future that's in alignment with your spiritual gifts and calling. This stone helps manifest jobs, brings optimism about the future, and shows you where to go, how to proceed, and where to seek guidance. The affirmation for this card is, I attract new opportunities. I understand my soul's purpose. So this feels like a really big week with like big spiritual energy. We've got our full moon. We've got our Sirius alignment. We have lots of sun energy. We've got Leo energy. We've got Aquarius energy. We've just got like so much energy, and it feels like there's just all this wisdom and all this energy coming in, and I guess we just got to be open to receiving it and trusting and allowing and surrendering and letting go and believing and having hope that we're going to get to the other side of this, that good things are on the horizon, good things are to come. So a full moon is a time to celebrate. The Lion's Gate is also a time to celebrate, but it's also a time, if you're feeling low energy, even with like all of this light and energy that's happening with a full moon, when we're receiving all of these wisdoms, this information and downloads, you do find yourself feeling very tired. So allow yourself to rest if you need to rest. I personally, I usually have to like lay down at some point during the day on the Lionsgate portal. It's just like there's just so much energy coming in that you just need to like close your eyes and let it soak in, like just soak it all up. So really excited. Let me know if you are feeling any of these energies. Really excited for this week, excited for this full moon. I hope that you are too. Thank you so much for being here. I can't wait to see you on the other side of the looking glass again sometime soon. um like uh the that